Hey guys, Mr. I Hunter here. I'll get wrong hat. Okay. I love zombie movies. I love everything about them. Their simple plot, ultra violence, and dystopian storyline make them very, very enjoyable movies. But why do some of them suck? I mean, how can a simple plot be ruined? And I'll tell you how. It's when you take a good video game series and then change everything about it to make it terrible. So, it's time for some Resident Evil. Oh wait, I already made that joke. Resident Evil Extinction. Yeah. When the best thing they can say about this is the most exciting movie of the year by Sean Edwards, Fox TV, you might be in trouble. Nothing against Sean. I'm just saying, you know, Siskel and Ebert might have been a little better. I hated the second one. I hated everything about it. But I can respect the fact that they at least tried to keep some of the original Resident Evil in there. I mean, the first one was just like Resident Evil, except a few differences. But the second one went a little too far. This thing went over the deep end. This thing is not Resident Evil. In fact, if you actually watch it, this is not Resident Evil, it's Mad Max. This starts out looking like the Road Warrior, not any kind of Capcom video game. Yeah. And that's pretty much all you're gonna see right there. Alice with two Uzis in a wasteland. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much the only thing. And there's another thing. The Wastelands. Okay, the plot is that the T-virus dried up all water and turned the entire world into a desert. How does that work? Viruses don't do that. Some people could say that it was synthetic, so it might be able to do it, but no! It wasn't made for that! It was, in fact, it brings things back to life. Granted, they're homicidal maniacs, but it brings people out, it reanimates. So why would it destroy life? I mean, yeah, it killed people, but how could it dry up water? That wasn't original. You're just giving it random powers now. Which they've already done with Alice. But basically, Alice finds a convoy full of other characters that she knows from the second movie that have aged. Yeah, so apparently this whole desert apocalypse thing happened in less than a month. I mean, I understand the actors couldn't age, but could you put some makeup or something to make them look like they aged? Alright, whatever. Alright, apparently somehow Umbrella Corporation somehow survived. I said somehow twice, I know, screw it. But they actually come up with some new virus that allows zombies to be, well, they basically turn into Crimson Heads. Now, I know they're not really Crimson Heads, but they're a new evolution of zombies that are smarter, faster, and stronger. What were those called again? Crimson Heads! Okay. Yeah. I should have, previewed. $9.99. Worst $10 I ever spent. I didn't actually spend it, it was a Christmas present. Yeah. So anyway, there are other characters like LJ who gets bit and hides it so that everyone will still put up with his one-liners. And his love interest right there, whose name I forget, because she dies like 2 hours after, no, yeah, 2 minutes after her first interview, or view. And of course, Claire Redfield. She doesn't have any real purpose in this movie other than to look there. Yeah, you should be really used to people who made Resident Evil movies to actually, you know, just bring in people from the movie and not follow the description. Yeah. That's pretty much all I can say. Oh yeah, the clones. Umbrella Corporation made clones. Yeah, that's something they do now. They made Alice clones. Apparently they sent the Crimson Heads after her because they need some of her DNA, because the clones somehow won't work. Well, the thing is, the Crimson Heads would probably eat her. And I really wish they made the Crimson Heads a little smarter. I mean, the first time you see one, they're basically really smart because they know what a cell phone is and a camera is, like the one I'm filming with right now, and puzzles, but if they become frustrated, they become psychotic again. But I wish they kind of made it like strategized pack. Instead they act like normal zombies. So, the real point of this? No! They're just a more expensive form of the zombie. And it's really... Oh, and the bad guy gets bit by his own creation, so he overdoses on antivirus. Oh, that's good antivirus. And he basically turns into, according to Wikipedia, the Tyrant, but he's actually more like the Nemesis than the original Nemesis. That's pretty tragic. I mean, at least he had tentacles. No, he wasn't the Tyrant. No. He was the guy people get paid to do all that tentacle hentai. So basically, he becomes infected and mutates and literally rapes the faces of every single person in there. So the hologram, yes, the hologram's back, the White Queen. Yeah, remember the Red Queen's dead, so they bring the White Queen. Tells Alice to go save the day. So she does, with that laser thing from the first one. Don't ask me how it got there. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, yeah, Albert Wesker makes a brief cameo appearance. Yay. And she threatens that she's going to bring a few friends in, i.e. the clones. So, the clones are probably going to be the highlight of the Resident Evil Afterlife, right? No! It's not! They die in the first thing! But that's for another time. Mr. Eye Hunter, signing off.